Why the waters around the Titanic are still treacherous. The Titanic wreck was discovered in 1985. At 12,500 feet underwater, the wreck is under pressure of 6,000 psi. That's like having 35 elephants on your shoulders. Any submersibles that wish to see would need very thick walls. In 2023, the Titan descended to the site. This submersible had an unconventional design. Its cylindrical hull was made of carbon fiber and titanium. It carried 2 crew members and 3 passengers. One of them was Paul-Henri Nargeolet, a Titanic expert. He hoped to visit a blip he had detected on sonar. 1 hour and 45 minutes into the dive, communication with the Titan was lost. 4 days later, parts of the Titan were found. They were 1,600 feet away from the Titanic. The submersible had imploded, killing all 5 people. They died within 20 milliseconds. Experts believe the hull cracked under the water pressure. Despite the fate of the Titan's crew, many still want to explore the ship, but the wreck itself is dangerous. The bow and stern sections of the ship are 2,000 feet apart. They are constantly collapsing due to corrosion. Metal-eating bacteria have consumed most of the wreckage. Every day the Titanic is losing hundreds of pounds of iron. The microbes feed off the iron, forming icicle-shaped rusticles. Bacterial activity is higher on the stern of the ship. This was the section where food was stored. It supplied the initial nutrients for rusticle growth. The stern is deteriorating 40 times faster than the bow section. No direct contact with any of the parts is safe. In a few decades, the ship will be gone completely. The Titanic lies within the so-called midnight zone. Sunlight is quickly absorbed by water. It's unable to penetrate deeper than 3,300 feet beneath the surface. The Titanic is 12,500 feet underwater. The submersible's onboard lights offer limited vision. They can't illuminate more than several feet around them. A submersible takes over 2 hours to reach the seafloor. In 2022, Mike Reese took part in a Titanic tour. He described his experience.
When you get down, you don't really know where you are. You would be like a blind man, knowing that the Titanic is somewhere under the sea. It's so dark that it took us 90 minutes to find an object the size of the Titanic, even though it was only 1,500 feet away.
Submersibles use an internal navigation system. It measures the depth, speed, and position of the vessel. Yet the chances of losing direction are high. The Titanic's parts are affected by undercurrents. They create migrating dunes and ripples. The currents shift the debris around the site. Many experts expect the currents to bury the wreck in sediment. It's a challenge for the Titanic mapping project. Strong currents and debris also pose a risk to submersibles. Over the years, many ideas surfaced for lifting the Titanic. One proposal suggested lifting it with gas-filled balloons. Enough balloons would make the wreck float to the surface, but there are concerns that it would fall apart in the process. The cost of the project is about $35.5 million. In 1986, the wreckage was given protected status. It can't be moved. It can't be displayed for profit. The wreck site is preserved as a maritime memorial, but it's one very few people will ever have a chance to see.